Hey, hi, how are you everyone? It's Crystal again. It's Monday, December 6th, Vlogmas Day 6, and it's Miscellaneous Monday. I had ideas in my handy dandy bullet journal for what I was going to do almost every day this month. And I did have something written down for today. But I kind of sort of already did it with you guys. And considering there's days I don't have written down what I was going to do, I was like, you know what? Let's just have a sit-down chat, reality-wise, versus what I expect of myself. So, I am a perfectionist in a lot of things. I'm also a workaholic. I am also a mom. And I'm on here and a couple other social medias. Even though I'm wearing an anti-social media shirt, it just looked good today. But I was like, you know what? What I expect of myself every day versus the reality that I can actually perform every day. And yeah, more hat head. Because it's vastly different. Because I expect, I can go work a full-time shift. And because even on the weeks that I have less than full-time hours, I don't have less than 35 anymore. I can go work a full-time shift, bust my butt during the holidays, working with customers and everything else, come home, clean my house, hang with my kids, do my social media, do my bullet journals, do my writing, do my editing, do my crochet, do my cross-stitch. The list goes on and on and on. Versus reality. So yesterday was a busy day. I got up, went to work really early, pulled my whole shift, finished out my day, came home, walked back up to my work site to talk to somebody, went to a store, didn't have everything I needed, only needed 2 things. They didn't have one of them. I bought the one thing they did have, walked to another store, which is Walmart. They had what I needed, but of course it was overly crowded. And I came home. At that point, I started making supper, and I did a video with you guys. After which, I had this whole plan. I was going to spend more than 5 minutes in my bullet journal. I got about 10, because I'm trying to finish out not only my daily bullet journaling, but my end-of-year spreads, and get January started in my other one. That hasn't happened yet. And then I was going to clean the entire kitchen, and I was going to, tackle part of my room, and I was going to take a shower, and I was gonna. And then the girls wanted to go on a walk, so we went on a walk. By the time all that was done, my thighs were burning. I hadn't started in on January's bullet journal, although I pulled up a bunch of inspirational videos for those, for my plan, for my theme for January. And then I was like, I need to rest for a minute before I jump in the shower. Yeah, I woke up this morning. Fell asleep early, woke up this morning. Took a shower, went to work. That's why my hair is so slicked back, because I brushed it back and then threw my hat on for work. And this is what I've been welcomed with afterwards. So yeah, we're at least wetting down our hair and getting rid of hat head, even though I have to work tomorrow afternoon. But I came home today at a decent hour, worked mid-shift, and then was like, I do not feel like cooking. It happens to everybody. And I know that a couple of the nights that I work closing shift, I will be cooking when I get home. But I didn't feel like cooking today. So I didn't. I bought the couple missing things that we were missing. Hopi and I walked up to the store, grabbed a gallon of milk, some popcorn, safety food for her, got myself a salad because I wanted a salad. It was either that or microwavable burritos, and I didn't want my burritos, even though I love my burritos, but no, I wanted a salad. And then was watching a video, and it dawned on me, I should be editing that draft, even though it's not even a full weekend of December, and I can take some time off to not kill my brain. Or I could be working on outlining the prequel. Or I could be working on outlining book number 2. Oh, I should be working on my bullet journal. Oh. And then I reminded myself, my word for 2021 was to breathe. Because in 2020, when I was working at the nursing home, I just about killed myself and my immune system. Not like physically unalived myself, but my immune system had dropped so badly. And I was working 80 plus hours a couple of weeks in a row. And I was basically dead on my feet. And I'd been doing that for several months. If it wasn't working the 80 hours, it was doing other things, plus working a full-time job, plus staying over to help in the morning, plus coming in a little bit early to help in the afternoon. And then, of course, we all know what happened in 2020. And then I finally did my nurse's aid class, and I finished that. And then everything was still up in the freaking air. And with COVID being such a thing and my immune system being such a thing, I stayed at home, which was really good for my immune system. It built it back up. And there's no such thing as slightly neurodivergent. You're either neurodivergent or you're neurotypical. And I'm neurodivergent since the stroke. I probably was partially beforehand. But I keep getting this expectation in my brain. I should be like I was then, before the stroke. I'm almost 3 years out. I should be back up to par. But stroke fatigue is real. And it still hits me. I can't do what I used to do. I'm also not 20 years old. Like, my mind seems to like to think I am, but my body likes to argue with. I also have kidney issues and migraines and etc., etc., etc. And I pushed myself really hard since I moved to this apartment. I have. I started working a new job, stress of moving, stress of finding a job, stress of starting a new job, stress of training, and then NaNoWriMo, and I nailed it, I did it. But December is the holiday season. And when I realized today on my way home, I don't want to cook. I'd rather walk up to the store, get what I need, and go home. It reminded me to breathe. It reminded me, hey, you're pushing too hard. You're doing too much. You will end up sick in bed. So, I may work on my bullet journal tonight. It's something I find relaxing and enjoyable, and it might be a great thing. I also may just lay down, put on some YouTube, and if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I might read a book. I don't know. All of this to say, you have to know your limitations. I can tell you all day long what my limitations are. Do I listen to myself? Yeah, no. I really don't. And if I don't slow down for the next couple of days, I'm going to burn myself out. Because last week it was almost consistently, I opened one day, I closed the next. I opened the next day, I closed after that. That wreaked havoc with my sleep, and I already don't sleep very well due to my CPTSD and the nightmares and the flashbacks. So I had closed on Saturday night. I opened at 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I didn't sleep right. Yesterday, instead of coming home and resting, I came home and hit the ground running and kept it going. And then the reality of how exhausted I was when I woke up this morning hit me. When I went to work at 9 o'clock and I was exhausted still, it hit me. I don't have to be until close shift tomorrow. I'm going to take the next, I don't know, it's getting close to 6 o'clock. I'm going to take the next 12 to 18 hours or so and sleep and maybe crochet, take a shower, just for the relaxation of it. Probably work in my bullet journal a little bit. Maybe read. Definitely sleep some more. Because I need that. I need to take time just to relax. Just to indulge in myself. So if you've been pushing yourself too hard, and you're starting to notice you're getting more headaches, you're more tired than you usually would be, you're more irritable than you usually would be, you don't ever seem to check off even half of your to-do list, take a minute, take a day, take a couple days, take a week, take what you need. Because if your physical health suffers, your mental health is going to be even worse. And how I can tell that I'm more exhausted than I even want to admit, even though I've made this whole, going to be like 12-minute video with you guys, I can see this eye's drooping just slightly and it's wanting to close more. I can see this side's drooping just slightly. And I can feel more nerve pain in the left side of my body. If I continue to push, my left leg isn't going to want to cooperate. And stroke fatigue is going to hit really hard. I can tell. I've spent almost 3 years doing it. And that's okay. But just as much as my mental health is important, I got to remember my physical health is too. And so do you. So remember to take it easy. Even with the holidays coming up, there's time. There's always time. You're here. You're alive. Enjoy life. So if you liked this video, even though it was kind of like, oh my gosh, what's she talking about? Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, please go ahead and hit that subscription button. I'd love to get to know you. If you haven't hit that little notification ring-a-ding bell right there, go ahead and do that. That'd be amazing. It'll let you know whenever I post, and I'm posting every day during Vlogmas and probably beyond. And if you feel like I have, or you can empathize, or you understand, leave a comment. Let's be there for each other. Have a beautiful night, and I'll see you tomorrow.